Hey guys, I had a few requests to do a little update on sort of where we are with selling our house and everything right now. So you can probably hear I have a cold, so sorry for that. Our house is not for sale yet. We are still in the phase of getting it ready to list. We want everything, like everything will be perfect at that point. We are going to stage it like the way that they recommend you know, the way our realtors are advising us and whatever, the way that it's supposed to help you get the best price and all of that. I believe that that works, so that's what we're doing. So we're like minimizing furniture and, you know, just making things look really good and making it look like a lot of space and whatever. So we're in that phase of it still. We're getting down to the wire though, and it's gone from, I mean, we started like 2 months ago, so we've been in this process, I would say, like really intensely for about 2 months, where every spare minute, like every evening, every weekend is just spent working on the house. But up until maybe a week ago or so, maybe 2 weeks, I don't know, what day is it? I have no idea. We were pretty much kind of like keeping our kids' schedule the same and stuff like that, and now we are like in kind of the final push where it's really all we're doing, and I'm working on stuff while the kids are around, which previously I tried not to do that. So yeah, like right now I was just trying to remove the caulk from the bathtub, and August didn't want to take a nap and he was really fussy, so I put him in the tub with me with a creamsicle, and that didn't really help. He just dripped it all over the place, all over me, and I'm like going to Alice's school now, like dirty, and I'm beyond, like we're there. I don't know. I know it's gonna come together though. It's just, it's hard. It's hard. Who knew this would be so much fun? It's been a blast. So we're sick, of course, because, you know, we're not cooking very much. I'm forgetting to like drink water and go to the bathroom and that kind of stuff, just whatever, but it's temporary. So that's where we are. I don't want to say too much about the whole process until it's over. So if our house sells really quick, we are hoping to actually make our move in May. I think that would be really great timing. So fingers crossed, cross your fingers. The one thing I will say I have learned at this point though is not to wait until it's time to leave your house to get things the way you want them. I mean, I think everybody says that, but it's really true. I mean, the simplest thing, like our front door needed to be repainted, but it wasn't just like a simple, like go out there with a brush and a coat of paint. It was like I would need to disassemble the door, and I would need to tape off everything around it and not use that doorway, and I would need to rescreen it after I painted and stuff like that. And I just kept putting off doing it, I mean, for years. And every time I would come in and out of that door, I would look at it and think, oh, this door. Like, oh, all I would see is the chipping paint, and all I would see is the, you know, the screen that looked old. And now with like this, you know, this fire lit under us, it took me a day. It was less than 20 bucks, and it was a single day for me to repaint the door and rescreen it, and it was no big deal, and now it looks amazing. And every time I go in and out, I just feel so good about it, and I wish I had had that feeling years ago. So I'm trying to take that away with me, and the next house we're in, try to really find the time and put the effort into just those little things that can like kind of improve your quality of life, and those little things that I think can like drag you down from day to day if there's something you really, really don't like about your house. So, you know, yeah, I want to deal with those things kind of head on next time around, because it is too bad that you get everything looking so great and then you leave, right? So that's where we are with the house, and I probably won't update, like I said, until it's sold and we are kind of like putting the moving part into action. Down the road, I would love to make a video of tips for selling a house with kids, because it's an ordeal. One thing I want to ask you guys about, because I know some of you out there probably have some expertise, we are going to Disneyland in a few weeks for the first time with kids. I've actually only ever been once in my life, when I was like 15 or something. We are going to visit my father-in-law and go to my sister-in-law's baby shower and have a little family reunion of sorts with Mike's family. So they live in LA. We're not going to stay in the park or anything. We're just going to go for a single day We're going with my nieces who are 6 and 8 or thereabouts. Alice knows nothing about it. She doesn't even know Disneyland exists. She's not really that clued into like Disney in general. I think she's seen 3 Disney movies ever. And she likes surprises. So there's so much other chaos going on. Like I've really been trying to keep my kids' lives normal and just keep them from getting lost in the fray, sort of, in all this chaos and stuff and all the changes in the house. So this trip, I think, is going to be a really good break for her and full of a lot of fun stuff. So we're keeping it as a surprise, not really intentionally, but just because she has no concept of what it's even going to be like anyway. So, you know, it'll all be revealed to her at the time. But I need your tips. Mike wanted to not even take August because he thinks it's going to be too hard to take him at this age. He'll be 16 months. Alice is 3 3/4. So what are your tips on sort of, do we take 2 strollers? Do we take a Maytai for August and just 1 stroller? We are planning to kind of leave the park and maybe just go for a drive so that the kids will nap in the afternoon and then maybe go back. Probably not go all the way home, but just drive around Anaheim or something like that. But some of you guys I know are Disney pros, so I will take your tips on, you know, on going with kids of these ages, especially August. I'm not really worried about Alice. So that is everything in my life right now. Send us some good house vibes, and I'll see you soon.